You are my hope. You are my hope. You are my hope. You are my hope. You You are my hope. You are my soul. You are my hope. You are my soul. You are my hope. You are my soul. You are my You are my You are my hope. You are my soul. You hold my days. You hold my days. You are my hope. You are my soul. You hold my days. You are my hope. You are my song. You hold my days. You make me strong. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. My heart sings. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. My life brings praise to Jesus. Holy Jesus. Oh, you are my peace. You calm my heart. You stay so close. You never part. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus.
are going to be working and mixing today a live song, a song by an actual artist. And so I'm excited to be working on this song with you guys. Couldn't be more excited to dive in this song. It's called God Is My Witness by an artist named Clay. And we recorded it, I don't know, some years back. And so we're going to dive right into this. So let's see here. So go ahead and open up your version of Pro Tools and type your name in the chat, if you will, for me. And I actually have this. The exact song. I'm going to share it with you. If you're in the digital classroom, you can find this file in the digital classroom. I'm posting it in there now. All right, so you should have it in the classroom. So you can download it. It's about 300 or 400 megabytes, so not too big a song. The biggest part is the vocals, the MIDI. Is the audio. The MIDI is always super, super small, just kilobytes. I'm putting it in there, putting the link to it. So let me know if that link works for you. I'm going to put it in the group chat right here too. So you can just download it. Hopefully that link downloads. Okay. All righty. So let me know if you can turn this mic up a little bit. All righty. Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. Now let me know if you can download that file. So let me know if you can download that file. All right, and I'm adjusting my, speaking of levels, I'm adjusting my levels here. Hopefully that my levels are good for you to hear and so forth. All righty. So let's go ahead and dive in. Go ahead and type your name in the chat. Let me know that you can, that you're here and that you can download that file. And then we're going to dive right in. All right, yeah, starting to see you guys hop in. All right, we're streaming to the GSC page, which is our former food truck entrepreneurship page. But versus having a audio video page, a food truck entrepreneurship page, this page and that page, we just made it a GSE, and that works. Okay, someone says that they need access. Let me make sure that the link is just for whomever. So I want to make sure that anyone can get it. Okay, so I have it at unrestricted. Okay, try it now, guys. And I'll paste it in the chat again. Try it now and see if it'll let you access it. It's a pretty cool song. More tracks than you guys have seen. This is not even a lot of tracks in the audio world. See if that first link will work. And I just pasted this new link, which I think might be the exact same as the other link. Let me know if it'll let you. All right, I'm posting it in the. So let me know, guys, does that link work for you? Will it let you download it? Okay. And I posted it in the digital classroom as well. If it says it's too large, that might be something on your end. Make sure you have enough hard drive space. Even though it's a small file, it's only about 3 or 4 megabytes. It's saying it says file is too large. Go ahead and refresh you guys' screens. And if not, I can try to see if I can upload it here directly into Spaces in the digital classroom, guys. Let me see if it'll let me do that. Okay, some folks said they downloaded it and it worked fine, but so yeah, keep trying. I'm also going to see if I can just upload it directly into the digital classroom. Let's see if it'll let me do that. But yeah, you just download it and unzip it, and when you do, it should just open right away in Pro Tools. So when you do, it should open and it should look just like this. This is my mix window. This is the audio window. It's going to tell you that there's some Air plugins that do not work, and that's correct. The reason those Air plugins do not work is because you don't have Air. Air is a set of plugins. So one thing that we're going to do is we're going to replace all of the Air plugins with some other type of plugins, and we're going to make that work. And we're going to mix it with the plugins you have. Okay. Let me know if you guys are okay. I'm answering all of you guys, just trying to answer all of you guys' questions here online and offline. I think I'm going to make me a little smaller here. I think I'm going to drop my background out. There we go. Okay. So this is what you should be seeing. Once you see that, go ahead and just type in, I see that. So once you see that, I see you, Jalissa, Stephanie, Dr. Horn. Once you have it downloaded and it pulls up, you should see this in your edit screen. You should see this in your mix screen. Once you have it, let me know. And if that doesn't work, it's okay. I have actually just downloaded the file in. Okay. Stephanie says she got it. Awesome. Perfect. All right, so we got someone in. Let me know as you get it. Go ahead and type in that you got it. All right, I want to give you a few more. All righty. All right, we're going to move on. Once again, it looks like everyone has downloaded the song. I see everybody's comments. So if the link, and it looks like the Google Drive link worked, but I've also uploaded the whole file as a zip into the digital classroom. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and move forward. So let's listen to, so as you can tell, I have some sends going on here, and I have some different things going on here. So let's just take a quick listen to the song as is, shall we? So I'm gonna make it a little thinner here. And we're just gonna kind of listen to the song as is. Here we go. Okay, so that's the song. All right, so that's the song, and let's break down the production. So the artist came in, and I'm trying to remember, recorded this years ago for an artist that walked in. A buddy of mine, he said, hey, I want to record a song. And he was singing, I want to say at his church at the time. So I was like, okay. Let's do it. So he comes in, and we just produced some just digital instruments for him, something real quick for him to lay down his guitar and record these vocals. He's not a professional singer, but he wanted to do a song. So hey, we did it, and he was pleased, very pleased with it. So I want to start how we did it, track by track. So here is just some kicks, and we learned about how to do just basic instrumentation. Actually, I like this kick sound a lot. I'm gonna turn the music down, that way you can make sure you're hearing me okay. So we just laid down just with a little MIDI keyboard. Now I have my do we have the master track here enabled? I So we have a master over here. We have a maximizer, which is compressing 100% of everything that comes through. So it's everything that you're going to hear is in this maximizer. So actually, I'm going to bypass the maximizer. That way you can hear without it being on the master chain. And what that means is, by master chain, is all of the sounds you hear, they go to this one track called master. Think about a real mixer. You lower that master fader down, all of the music goes down. You raise this master fader up. Right here, all of the music goes up. Let's give an example of this. So this is the master fader here. And if I was just to lower that master fader, all the music runs down. If I raise it, all the music goes up, right? You want your master fader always at 0. That's 0.1, close enough. All right, so you want it always at 0. And that works. And negative 0.1 works, because it means it won't clip. It won't get so loud that it distorts. Okay, which is something we want to watch out for. So everything goes to your master. So anything you put on the master, reverb, compressor, whatever, affects the entire chain. Okay. So that's the drums. And you can see the MIDI for this right here. And if you don't have a MIDI keyboard, you could literally just use your mouse and just press the key. So if we wanted to even redo these drums here, I could just delete this out, right? Which is on C1. I could just delete that out, y'all. And come here, hit the record button, make sure that I don't have any other tracks enabled, hit the record button, and then just start recording. All right, let me find, I want to put my metronome on. My metronome isn't on. I couldn't hear so let me go to my click. This pulls my click up. All right. And I want to make sure that I can hear it so that I can start on time. And there will be a metronome track, a little click track here somewhere. Here's my click track. Right here, and it's not muted, so that's good. This is my quantize. Alrighty. So let's record. So you can use your keyboard. I'm going to delete that, and it didn't process those notes, but you can use your keyboard as the point to actually record. Or if you wanted to, you can even just draw the notes in. By draw the notes in, that means you can just come click on this little blue tab and put notes in. And now, as you can see, they're populating up at the top. So this is going to go da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But you can just make notes that way as well. And all I did was draw those notes in. So many ways to get input into the system. And this is a snare. The hi-hats. Now, as an engineer, you're not having to be the producer and make the music, but often I do, because I'm working with artists that don't have music or need music. So I'm often writing lyrics for them and making the music for them as well. So before I mix vocals, normally I like to mix the music, because if the music isn't mixed well, it often throws the vocalists off or they sing poorly. So I try to normally bus all of my music to a track. So here you'll see bus 7 and 8, bus 7 and 8, bus 7 and 8. And this is for my drums. So if you slide down, you'll find bus 7 and 8, which I call drum aux. So that means that all of my drums, kick, snare, hats, they come right here to the drum aux. So if you look at the bottom, you'll see that I have orange. That's the MIDI instruments. Green are the auxiliary channels. Blue is his guitar. Yellow is like the effects of his guitar. Then there's a green, once again, for guitar aux. And then pretty much the blue is vocals. Green is the auxes, auxiliaries for the vocals. And then you have some more blue, which may be blank. All right, so starting with the music. So I'm gonna solo just the drums here and the drum aux. So all of the drums really don't have that many effects on them. They just have compressor, this BF76 compressor on the drums individually, kick, snare, and hat. Then they have it on the compressor here. They have that BF76 on the master, the drum aux. So the kick has one, snare has one, hat has one. Then they're bussed to 7 and 8, their own little drum aux. And the drum aux as a total has that compressor on it. So let's hear what it sounds like if I was to take this compressor off. So that's how it sounds. So that's how it sounds without the BF76 on. So now let's put it back on. Still feel the dynamics, but it does flatten it out a little bit, volume wise and dynamically. All right, so that's how that sounds. All right, and then there's just the built-in normal compressor from Pro Tools here, and it's just on a limit, which means it won't allow the tracks to get too hot or too loud. All right, and this is the bass, and this is just going to the main output, so we can hear the bass coming in from the main output whenever the bass part comes back. There we go. That little peak right there is clipped, but it instantly went away. And here we got a little bit of the middle taken out. I don't know how much you're going to be able to hear it when we're streaming, because you lose a little bit of audio fidelity. But in the tracks that you have, go ahead and mute it and bypass it, and you'll be able to hear the difference. So you have a little bit of the bass taken out there, the little middle frequencies. Another BF76 without it, with it. Subtle, but it kind of cleans up and brings a little bit of the bottom, like the bottom, a little clarity to the bottom end, and then just that limiter again. All right, and this is this kind of little piano effect that just sounds cool. If you go to expands, it's called Suitcase Electric Piano 011. So that's without the EQ. This makes it sound more ethereal with that EQ in there. Let's play that again. So without it, it sounds kind of like a little echoey piano. But with that EQ, it definitely cleans it up a lot. Now on here, we use the channel strip to gut the low end out and to trim some of the high frequencies, which means all of those low end sub frequencies are cut out and that high end is trimmed out as well. And then BF76, because as you can tell, we just like the way it sounds. Okay. And then last but not least, as far as the audio goes, we just have this arpeggio of a few different sounds going on. Cuddly, rezo, zap, cuddly pad, saw, arpeggio. And then we have this this bus 1516 is adding a little compressor and time adjustment. But also on all of these tracks, you see these sends. You have reverb, delay, chorus, and these are the sends over here: reverb, delay, chorus. And what a send is the channel. This is the channel with the audio on it. All right, so if we come back to the mixer, we can see, this is the channel with the audio, say piano, or we're on arpeggio. These are arpeggio sounds. So this is the channel with the audio on it, and that corresponds obviously to the mixer channel. But I can add reverb, delay, or whatever auxiliary I set up here. And what this does is it creates reverb on a separate auxiliary. So this is my reverb here. I can mute all of these. See how it doesn't sound as big? So this is a channel with reverb on it. This is a channel with delay on it. Another channel with delay on it. And I can use this it's called a send, because it sends this signal to that reverb channel, adding reverb, or not adding reverb to this channel, but putting reverb into the song via the reverb channel. And that's all the auxiliary is. So I created a delay auxiliary. So now this goes to that delay auxiliary, chorus auxiliary. And this says BF16. So then this creates a bus that comes out here to 1516. So versus me busing this entire channel out to BF1516. So you might ask, what's the benefit of adding effects as sends versus just busting that whole channel out? And the difference is this. If you bust the entire channel out to say this reverb, you're no longer going to hear that original audio. You're only going to hear the effect. Doing it this way, my original audio still goes out to my master track. So my song still has my original audio, but it also has that separate track of reverb for that audio and separate track for delay. So it adds these effects in without actually changing the original sound. So that's the benefit of a synth. Okay. All right, now those were the MIDI sounds we added in, and a lot of times you want to, it's good practice to bust your MIDI sounds out as audio. That way anyone can pull it up anywhere, and you have all of the audio. All right, now here's some guitar. So all of the guitars are bussed to this one guitar aux. So all of the guitars, you see him, all of these bus 13, 14s are sent to this one. See, all of these yellows are sent to this one green. So if I mute the green, all the guitars go away. Okay, so when you mute that, all of the guitars go away. So that means whatever I do on this one affects all of the guitars. So we do have just some individual stuff going on with the guitars. And I hadn't played with this track in a while. All right, so here's the two guitar tracks, acoustic and acoustic dub 1. Okay. So acoustic and acoustic dub 1. So these are the guitars here. Some effects on them, and then these other ones are just effects. So these are just auxes. These yellows are auxes. So these blue is the actual guitar recorded through the microphone, and these 3 yellows are just the auxes for the guitar, which means they're just sub-channels of the guitar. If you're with me so far, type in, I'm with you. If you're with me so far, I know we're covering a lot of ground. If you're with me so far, type in, I'm with you. If you're with me, type in, I'm with you. I'm just breaking down each one of these channels for you. All right. So the 2 blue is the 2 that we actually recorded. He played the guitar, recorded it into the microphone. You can see input 3, input 3. That's the input recorded directly into the microphone. Okay. And then these 3 yellow tabs up here are simply channels, okay, are sub-channels of the main auxiliary channels. Okay. So these are the audio channels. These are the 3 effects. And all the channels, including the effects, are bust out to hear guitar. So answer me this. Why are we busting out the audio, the guitar audio, to this master guitar audio track or bus, to the guitar bus, and the effects? Why don't we just bust out the guitar audio? I'm gonna let you chew on that for a while. We could just bust out the guitar audio, these 2 blue channels, to the master guitar aux and not the effects. But instead here we bust out the guitar and the guitar's effects all to this master guitar audio. Why do you think we did that? That's one way to do it. Why do you think we did it that way? I'm trying something new, guys. I'm trying to quit coffee. I have a high caffeine sensitivity. And so my wife started making me this product called Mud Water. If you ever heard of it, let me know. And I'll let you guys know what I think of it. And it looks like you're drinking mud water, so it's just pretty accurate name and description. Okay. Alrighty. So no answers, no takers. I'm shocked. All right. The reason we did it is so that we could hit mute, solo, and affect the entire guitar. If we would have bust out the guitar to this main aux channel and not the effects, if we muted this at some point, you'd still be able to hear the effects of the guitar, the reverb, the delay from the guitar. If we, because they would be going to the main out, right? And not the guitar bus. If we did the effects vice versa and not the main guitar, we mute this, the guitar bus, and there'd be no more effects, but you still hear the guitar. And both of those are right. There's no wrong way, right? But in our case, we wanted to be able to mute this guitar and the guitar be gone, right? The guitar audio and the guitar effects. And for us, not necessarily mute, but if we raised it, it raised in the mix. If we lowered it, it lowered in the mix. Okay. And this is just the guitar by itself. And you can see, where's the guitar? There we go. And I'm gonna mute the effects so you can hear how the guitar sounds without those effects. Ooh, way different, right? That's the reverb. That's the spread, which widens the left and right channel. Another spread. Nope, just a double. And there's some air effects to widen it. And a little distortion effect that you're not hearing. So I'm gonna try to replace those with just built-in effects. So you can do this on your end too. This was supposed to be a stereo widener. So we're just gonna replace that with we're trying to only work with the built-in effects. So we'll just replace it with a time adjuster. All right. All right, and this fuzz, we'll just replace that with some bright fuzz. There we go. So we replaced the effects we didn't have with a few effects we did have. Let's see how that made the mix sound with the guitar a little bit wider as the original mix was, and with a little distortion. And of course, save the session. Don't do all of this mixing and not save the session. Okay. Someone asked about when someone is playing and you can hear their fingers sliding across the guitar. You can't take that out. You can try to find other places where they're not playing that and replace it with those places, but you can't take it out. Like, it's recorded. It's kind of like if someone's singing and their voice is shaky. There's no way to remove the shake out of their voice. There's ways to try to mask it, but no way to really take it out. But I assume as AI progresses, eventually you'd be able to just have, there'll be a plug-in in some years where you'd be able to just type in what you want and it'll redo it. But normally, however it's recorded, that's what you get. But let me tell you how you can replace stuff. So say they played it one place with the guitar slide and another place without. You can replace those. You can swap them. Let's do that. So this is a good example. So now, mind you, when I solo the guitar, I also have to come in here and solo the aux track. I don't like that Pro Tools does that. Logic does a way better job. Logic is much, much smarter than Pro Tools, but Pro Tools is the gold standard for audio. But if Pro Tools could ever get the intelligence of Logic, it would be incredible. Logic automatically does delay compensation when you add effects. You don't have to do it on your own. It automatically, when you select one, will select. If you automatically route a channel, it routes it without having to go set up the aux manually. Logic is really intelligent. Pro Tools is not intelligent, but it's the gold standard for all audio across the world. So that's what we use. So we're going to just slice something here. So he did not slice it there, like do that finger spread thing. Or he does, but it's not as noticeable as this big one here. So if we wanted to, we could delete that, copy this part here, paste it there. And now it's different, it's gone. It's not as noticeable, but we can't do that in this particular case because these are two different parts. But if it was the same part, which it's not, but if it was the same part, we could just use that copy paste technique and try to paste in a version that we like better. And we do this with vocals all the time. That singer may have sung that verse 50 times, and the one you hear is clearly her best take, right? You're always going to use the best take. All right. Let's move on to some vocals. I think that's what's next as we slide down the track. So we've covered kick drum, snare, hats, the drums and the instruments, guitar, and now we have the vocals. So let's find the vocals. We got it. So we're gonna just solo that, and if you highlight it, it'll loop it. So I'm gonna highlight it just by clicking on it. I'm gonna come up here to this little play loop button, and now it should just loop it. Okay. If I double click on it, it'll give me some options. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get rid of this. There we go. Let me make it bigger. They do these updates. You used to be able to just drag it off the screen, I believe, but now it won't let you just drag it off. Okay, that's fine. So we are going to loop this just by highlighting it. If we highlight that, you'll notice the brackets goes across this. We highlight this. See the blue brackets up here and up here. That's saying that this is the area selected, and I can hit the loop button and it'll just loop that section, which is very, very, very helpful when you want to hear the same song part over and over and over and over and over. Alrighty. If you got it, type in you got it. If you got it, type in you got it. All right, so we don't hear the vocals because I have them soloed, but it's bus to 1920, which is the vocal aux. So I need to solo the vocal aux. And now I can hear the vocal. So you got to remember solo the vocal, which vox.
You are God-given, heaven's inspiration.
And then the auxiliary.
When I wanna bend, I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end.
So let's take the effects off so you can hear the raw vocal.
When you need someone the most, put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration. And you hold us firm.
So this is the raw vocal.
I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the
So first thing to do is just add a compressor.
Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us.
And you'll hear there's some like background noise going on.
Every situation. And I'll be right there.
And you'll even hear like a kind of
RF
RF signal interference. Often that happens when someone brings their phone into the studio and it's close to the microphone. If the phone vibrates or gets an update or rings, it shakes. You may not even hear it with your ear, but it's the frequency of that update to the phone is shaking the cardioid inside the microphone, and it can create these little clips. So normally if somebody has a phone on them, you want them to turn it off, or at bare minimum, putting it on silent. It still gets the updates. Turn it off or keep it, away from the microphone. So next is the EQ.
And I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the.
So this is reductive. It's called reductive EQing. And all right, I see you, Jalissa. Stephanie, are you having any issues? Go ahead and type it in the chat if you have a question, Stephanie. All right. So this is reductive EQing. Let me show you how I normally like to just kind of EQ. So I'm gonna bypass this. So just control and click it if you're on a Mac, and you can just right click and hit bypass as well if you're on a Mac or PC. So let me just show you how I normally like to do it.
You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I.
So I go and add my EQ.
I'll work through every situation.
Now normally I'm not using the built-in EQs, but I'm gonna show you how I do it. So we're gonna move our lows to the left, highs to the right, and we'll get to them in a bit. So what I'm looking for is bad frequencies, and I'm going to adjust this a little bit. All right. If you have a question, go ahead and about what we're doing. Make sure you ask it while we're live so we can answer it live. Someone else probably has the exact same question. So I'm looking for bad frequencies. You'll know when I find it. Listen.
I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you.
Oh, that sounds bad.
I will be there when you need someone the most.
Sounds muffly and.
Put me to the test. You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm.
So that sounds bad, right? So we found it, so now we're going to reduce it.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend. I'll work.
So now let's listen to it without it,
You are
and then with it.
God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end.
Now, I probably wouldn't put this here because all of them need this, right? So I'm going to bypass all of these EQs here. And I'm going to probably EQ this on the master. Because they all need this kind of EQ. So I'm going to come over here to the aux. The beauty of having an aux, right? Whatever I do on my aux happens to the entire channel strip.
You are.
So I get to, oh, here's my aux. Make sure you put stuff on the right channel. All right. So right now you're just hearing the compressor.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend.
And because I know that all of these vocals are going to be EQ'd exactly the same because they're just punch-ins. And what I mean by punch-ins is this is the verse, hook, and they are not recorded on separate microphones. They're not recorded in separate areas of vocal booths. So they're going to be recorded on the same mic at the same time, same environment, same interface, same. So since they are absolutely identical in every way, I know that they're going to need this exact same EQ. Now, if they were recorded in a different room, different day, different time, different vocalists, different microphone, different amp on a different system, then I would probably EQ them different. But because everything is exactly the same, I can EQ kind of once for all here.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend.
Oh, that was the previous EQ.
I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till.
Oh, where's the EQ I just had? Okay. I think I just lost the EQ. Did I put it somewhere else? There it is. So I put it on the wrong band. So always make sure you put your stuff on the right place. All right, there we go.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration.
So now I'm gonna stay on the hunt.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end.
All right, so now I'm on the hunt for the next bad frequency. So let's keep looking.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be.
Oh, yikes. All right, so that frequency is not good. So now that we've identified it.
You are God.
So basically what we're doing is we're taking it and bringing it up so we can easily hear that it's bad. And then we're reducing it with the gain.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test.
So now I'm just determining how much reduction I want to do.
And you hold us firm when I want to bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end.
All right, let's see if we can find another bad frequency.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end.
A little bit here.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration.
And now I might bring a little bit of highs in here.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most.
All right, and then you normally want to cut the bass frequency because they normally just bring in noise and rumble. So let's cut a little bit of the bass frequency here.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test.
What I like to do is I like to reduce the bass until I actually hear it working. And that may seem counterproductive, but there's noise there even when you can't hear it. So what I want to do is I'm listening to where I hear his vocal change. And the minute I hear his vocal, like it started to affect his vocal, I back up a little. So I'm reducing.
And you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation.
All right, so now I'm hearing it cutting his vocal a little bit, affecting his vocal. So I'm gonna dial it back a little.
I will be there when you need someone the
Oh, so before EQ.
Put me to the test. You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work
so after the EQ,
and I'll be right there
before
with
the
you
EQ.
till the end.
And the ear normally tends to think whatever's louder is better. So to counter that when you're listening, we're gonna raise the output volume until they sound to there's an equivalence.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you.
Okay, so now these are roughly same volume. So now we can go A/B test here and see the difference.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end.
What do you guys think? How does it sound to you?
I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm.
All right, so now let's move on to a little bit more compression.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till
You know we
the
love this
end.
BF-76, right?
I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most.
And once again, equivalence. This compressor makes it louder, so I'm gonna reduce the volume temporarily just to hear how it sounds without it.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm
Or
when
at the
I
same
wanna
volume.
bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given heaven's inspiration.
Okay, so there we go. Those sound about identical. So now we can A/B and truly hear what the compressor is
I'll
doing.
be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end.
So it's a little bit.
I will be there when you need someone the most.
So it's a little bit of a kiss on there.
Test. You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation.
Just bumps up the
and I'll
highs
be
here.
right there with you till the end.
This is a compressor
I will
EQ
be there
gate.
when you need someone the
And
most.
the gate is
Put
on,
me to the test.
compressor's on.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be
De-esser
there when
takes
you
the
need someone the
S's and T's, bite out, and
Put me to the test.
so normally you're always going to have a de-esser
God-given heaven's
on any vocal.
and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be
Normally you put the
there
de-esser at the
when you
beginning.
need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone.
All right, and there's a few notes. I don't know if I have my pitch correction software in here loaded. I don't. There's a Melodyne, which I don't use Melodyne. I normally use something else. All right, and it says activate. So I don't use Melodyne, but I normally have another pitch correction software that I use. So if I had that loaded on here, what I would do is I would put my pitch correction software at the very top. So to probably have the pitch correction software, then the de-esser. And then that would be part of my vocal chain of effects. That way all of, any notes that might be a little off or squeaky or not quite right could be corrected. Alrighty, let's go ahead and listen now to what we got going on here.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end.
I might leave in the low.
I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the.
So what you see me flipping around is the order of effects. For my coding folks, Python works from the top down when you code. Same thing with these effects. It's going to go from top down, so the order of the effects matter.
You are God-given heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test.
All right, so I'm going to bypass this de-esser, bypass that EQ, turn on the other effects that we turned off, And let's see how that sounds.
You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm.
So we're peaking somewhere, so we got to figure out where that is in the chain. All right, so I'm gonna bypass these again. So I like what we're doing. I think we're making it and you see here, just because we're bypassing it doesn't mean it's not using up CPU power. So it's still active, we're just bypassing it. If we wanted to not have it use up CPU power, when we right click on it, we can make it inactive. So if your CPU is choking trying to run this stuff, you can just make whatever plugins you're not using inactive. Okay, so we're gonna bypass this stuff. We're gonna bypass these here. And I don't know if I wanna use that BF76, you guys, to be honest. I think we need a different compressor. We need something that's gonna glue it, to kind of glue it together.
You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end.
So I like the clarity that we've done. I think it's clearer than the original mix on the vocals. However, it feels thin. It doesn't feel like it has any body at all. So we can do maybe, now if we had a pitch correction, that pitch correction would make it smooth in and blend in with which you're always going to have some form of pitch correction. But that pitch correction would make it feel smoother and blend in better with the song. It'll feel like it's part of the song. And normally the moment you put that pitch correction on there, it's going to start meshing and feeling like part of the song. So the vocals blend in and don't kind of pop out in a not so great way. You want your vocals to stand out, not necessarily pop out. So we got to figure out how we're going to correct that. So let's listen.
You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need.
All right, so normally you wouldn't put maximizers on vocals, but I just put a maximizer on a vocal. Because it's just going to squash that vocal, right? But we're still getting good dynamic range out of it. So not a normal technique. You normally not want to squash a vocal. But in this case, we're still getting good dynamic range, and it's helping it blend together. But I still need more. So let's figure out, maybe we can double the voice and get it that way. Let's see.
You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration. inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. To the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test.
All right, so what you hear me doing is pitch shifting. So I don't actually have a effect here on this verb. So I'm gonna just come over here with verb. And it might be pitch shift with verb here, but we'll see. So this send, oh, what is this, bus 910, Fox. So yeah. So we're going to need to create another auxiliary. So I'm going to try to thicken this vocal up by pitch shifting another vocal. Pitch shifting the same vocal to kind of create a double vocal effect. And if we pull it off, you won't notice the vocal at all. It'll just sound better. Okay. So I'm going to just come over here. I'm going to go to track, new. And then when I hit new, this pops up. Stereo, aux, pitch, doubler, Fox, main. All right, so I just called it pitch, doubler, vocal, Vox, main. So now I'm gonna just drag that pitch over here that we created. I think I'm gonna, hopefully I don't make my display too small. I'm gonna see if my display will go smaller, y'all. That way I can, it'll be smaller for y'all. It'll be smaller for me too, but I'm hoping that if it can go smaller, up, nope. Alrighty, that's as small as I can get it. I'm trying to keep me from having to move around so much here. Alrighty, so where are we? Pitch doubler here. So I'm gonna just drag it over here. So now I need to make an input. So I'm gonna click down to input, bus. These white ones aren't being used, so 23, 24. And then I need to come over here and bus 23, 24. So it's a send on this side, sending out, and it's receiving on this side. So now let's play it. All right, so now I'm gonna press it up. So I'm gonna make it louder than it needs to, just so I can hear it clearly. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone. And all I'm doing is just going key by key until I find one I like. Sometimes 3s, 5ths, 7ths work good for harmonics. So now we're starting to get pretty low. We're almost at an octave. See, that's a full octave. Okay, so let's save. So all right, so I think that might work. Now you're like it has a delay on it. You're right. So I'm gonna do low latency monitoring here, and let's see.
You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be.
All right, so I think that's it, but we got a little bit of a latency issue that we'll need to tighten up. Let's see if we can fix that. I don't know why we're getting this latency here, unless it's just the plugin itself.
You are God-given.
So I'm gonna come up here to playback engine, and this pops up. I'm using the same Behringer thing that you guys are using, or the same little type of little Behringer here, as you can see. Alrighty, and I'm at the lowest sample rate possible. Okay.
You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end.
I like that effect, but the delay on it is really wild. And I don't know if it's I think it's just the effect, because none of the other effects are having such a normal delay. You see how he sings it, and then you hear the delay. Everything else is virtually instantaneous. So I don't know if we're going to be able, and that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. All right, and I kind of like that effect. And it's the only pitch shift effect that comes, I think, free with Pro Tools here. So we may have to find something else. So let's see if another effect has that same type of delay. So we're going to just bypass it.
You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work.
Notice that even when I bypassed it, it was still delayed.
You are.
Wasn't until I made it inactive
You are.
that the delay went away. So let's try some other effects. I'm saddened that we couldn't use that one, but let's try something else.
You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend.
All right, so we're going to see if that adds a little body to the low end, which is the frequencies I'm telling it to affect. Go ahead and type low end into the chat, low end. And we're going to adjust how strong the effect is over here at the send.
You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I want to bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I will be there when you need someone the most. Put me to the test. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. I someone the most.
Alrighty. So trying to get it in. On the original mix, we had some verb over here. Some pitch correction stuff over here. So we're going to feed that back into this main Fox, bus 19 and 20. Alrighty. And I muted out this maximizer here. It had some delay and stuff on it, and this has some reverb. So let's see, we're just going to add some normal reverb in. Deverb is the reverb that Pro Tools has by default. So let's put some verb on there.
You are God-given, heaven's inspiration. Hold us firm when I want bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be.
Make this inactive. Look like there's some delay that came in somewhere.
You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end. You are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you are God-given, heaven's inspiration, and you hold us firm when I wanna bend. I'll work through every situation, and I'll be right there with you till the end.
Alrighty. So hopefully you've been following along. I think we're gonna pause right there, and I'm gonna give you guys some time to begin to work on it on your end. But I think we've kind of made some great progress in cleaning some of the vocals up, leveling out some of the music, and then we can kind of play with it a little bit more. In a future class, and I think you guys would get a kick out of that. And I think it'll work well. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them at this time. If you have any questions at all. Go ahead and type them in the chat, and know that I am on a bit of a delay from you. So if you ask something, I'm going to be a little bit delayed in my answer, simply because when you type it, I don't see it instantly. I see it after you type it. Alrighty. So if you go ahead, and if you have a question, go ahead and ask it at this time. And anytime you have a question, go ahead and make sure that you ask it, because we want to answer every question that you have. Okay. Don't leave a question on the table. Definitely want to answer any questions that you may have. All right. Alrighty. Let me throw the background back in there. Alrighty. Got me a set of, I think the screen froze on me. Let me see if I can fix the screen here. Gives you just a little more time to ask some questions. Alrighty. So go ahead. I'm going to take these headphones off that blend in with the background when I'm on this white background here. And let's just see what you guys have. All right, and if there are no questions, we're going to save it there. I'm excited to hear what you guys do once you have that pulled up and play with it and try to get the vocals to sound the way you want them to sound and the EQs to sound. There's no wrong answer here. The idea is just to become familiar. A lot of these early Pro Tools classes are just for you to become familiar. Play around with it. There's no way you can break it, because if you mess it up, just delete it and re-download the file. So there's no way to mess it up. Do not be intimidated. Do not be afraid. Delete stuff, move stuff, edit stuff, EQ stuff. Go to town and have a good time just playing with it. All righty. Any other questions? All righty. If there's no further questions, I will see you guys next week. Make sure that you play with this file, spend time with it, hang out with it. Okay. All right. Blessings. Any words of prayer? This is a Christian school. We love Jesus. We're not ashamed of it, and we don't hide it to make more money or get further enrollments or whatever. It's about Christ, and we love him, and we're a Christian school, and we're not just Christian school, we're Christian people. So we're Christian school, Christian grocery shoppers, Christian parents, Christian car drivers, Christian painters, whatever you name. We're Christ first in everything we do. We try to do. We're not perfect people. That means we make mistakes, and we come to people often and apologize and ask for forgiveness. But in everything we do, we want to follow Christ and exemplify the love of Christ to the world. So, all right, well, I pray that God blesses you, allows you to retain the information that you have, and I will see you guys in the next one.
You are my hope, you are my song, you hold my days, you make me strong. Holy Jesus, Holy Jesus, my Holy Jesus, Holy Jesus, my life brings praise to Jesus. Holy Jesus, you are my peace, you calm my heart, you stay so close, you never part. Holy Jesus, Holy Jesus, my heart sings, Holy Jesus. You are my hope. 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 You are You are my hope. You are my soul. You are my hope. You are my soul. You are my hope. You are my soul. You are my You are my hope. You are my hope. You are my You are my hope. You are my soul. You hold my days. You hold my days. You are my hope. You are my son. You hold my days. You are my hope. You are my song. You hold my days. You make me strong. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. My heart sings. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. My life brings praise to Jesus. Holy Jesus. Oh, you are my peace. You calm my heart. You stay so close.